Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a video showing y'all how I installed this HD 99J curly wig from UNice hair. Y'all know I love UNice hair, but in addition to the install, I'm basically going to be showing y'all or telling y'all reasons why your install doesn't look good, pretty much. So number one, the first reason is definitely how you do your bald cap. If your bald cap is not lying flat, your braids aren't lying flat, your wig is automatically going to look like a wig because it's going to be bulky. Second reason is going to be you don't match your color correctly. If you guys want a video explaining how I match my complexion with the makeup that I use, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. If you go back and you look at the previous clip, you guys will see that I actually put the hair color, like the complexion color, on the lace. Not only did I put it on the back of the lace, but I also put it on the front of the lace. So those two reasons are very crucial as to why your install might not be turning out flawless how it should be. Quick intermission, go follow me on TikTok. Everything is on the screen. Let's get into it. Another reason why your install is not turning out correctly how you want it to is because you're not putting your wig a little bit past the glue. And the reason why you're going to put it a little bit past the glue is because you don't want to be able to see glue residue peeping from outside of your lace. That's basically going to be a key indicator that your wig is definitely a wig and it's not going to look right. You would rather add more glue up under the lace, that like where more glue needs to be added, than for you to have sticky residue on your hair. Another reason is that your install doesn't look polished. You need your install to look polished in order for it to not look like a wig. The reason why I say polish is more so not as in the style, but more so in your technique. You want your work to look like it's seamless, and in order for it to look like that, it needs to, number one, be plucked well, and it definitely needs to be hot comb, pressed down. It needs to look flat, like it's your actual hair. In addition to the complexion color that I put on my lace, I also spray lace tint. You guys can see that when I spray the lace tint on my hair, that you can automatically see the difference in the complexion color. As I mentioned before, make sure you want to pluck. The more you pluck, the more natural it's going to be. Do not over pluck, because that is possible. You just want to pluck it to where it looks super duper natural. What you pluck on your canvas head is not going to look the same on your head. So when I pluck on my canvas head, I just kind of like get a little like pre-pluck, kind of just go in and do a little bit. But when I put it on my head, I go in and I make it my own. You want to use hairspray when you're molding and shaping your hair. That's going to give you that polished and sleek look. As you guys can see, my lace is looking really good. You also want to make sure that your baby hairs are not too thick. As you can see, I am plucking out some hair to make my baby hairs look more natural. This is how I like my baby hairs to be. I know a lot of people complain about baby hair nowadays, but this is how I like my edges on my install, and how I like my edges in real life. I was trying two different methods when it came down to baby hairs. I was curling up and I was curling downwards. I definitely prefer to curl upwards because I feel like it holds the curl more than curling downwards. Make sure that the razor that you're using to cut your baby hairs is fairly sharp. You don't want any jagged edges, because that razor that I was just using was definitely giving me a hard time. Another reason why your install looks like a wig is because you're not patient. You're not patient with your baby hairs. Baby hairs are definitely going to make or break your install. If your baby hairs look crazy, if your baby hairs look old, if your baby hairs look tired, your install is not going to look good, and that is definitely a fact. Now I did decide to do a deep side part swoop bang with this install, so that's what I'm doing now. You definitely don't have to do this, but if you do it, make sure it lies very, very flat. Like I say, hairspray, hot comb, you want your install to look polished. I knew that I wasn't going to be wearing this install for long, so I did twist his hair down and tuck it under my wig. It still lied very flat, but I kind of was just lazy and I kind of just twisted it and did what I had to do. So as you guys can see, I'm going over and I'm perfecting it and I'm making it look super duper neat. You want to be patient with yourself when you're doing your install, especially if you're a beginner. Do not rush through. When you walk out of the door, you are, number one, you already have a wig on your head, and everybody knows how wigs look. Like, you can make it look as good as possible, but most people know that it's a wig, so actually make it look good. Now, I did go ahead and wet this hair with some water and conditioner, and this is me drying it, kind of like fluffing it back up. But the curls are super duper beautiful. They weren't as tight as they were in the previous clip, but I definitely like them this way. Very, very beautiful hair. Thank you, UNice, for sending this over to me. And again, this is in the color 99J. Another thing that you can do is definitely hot comb the top of your head as much as possible. Make it as flat as possible. You want this to look like it could potentially be your natural hair. I plan on going more in depth with the tutorials that I'm doing on my channel as to why installs aren't turning out the way that they should be or how they should be, and just pretty much doing like a wig series on what you should be doing when you're installing a wig. If you guys have any more tips or any more questions or comments, let me know down below. Like this video, comment, follow my TikTok at Cra'Deja, at Hair by Cra'Deja. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have 2 channels, this channel and Life with Cra'Deja. See you next time.